to the universe to see if thunder, if thunder can strike in the same spot twice. That's what I'm just saying.
I'm just going to say thank you.
Anyways, guys, welcome to the show. And today we want to talk about something. This is a pot of kettle that I'm currently boiling. And I am sitting on this table. And trust me, it's a 2, maybe 3-legged table. So I'm just going to flat out say it. Is there a girl code? Like, is there a girl code? You know how they say women support women, and the boys be like, oh, there's a bro code. Like, they have this unwritten rules that they protect themselves as per G's, as per GG's, such that, see, there's always this friend of a guy that always knows where he is, even if he's not there. He's not there.
Yeah.
To you, he's there.
Is there cis code, a big girl code? It's not as strong as the guy code, if there is.
So what do you think that there's a girl code?
For the guys is unwritten, but they know. For the ladies, it's more of unspoken, but you should know.
That's what I say. It's not.
You should know.
It's not
like you know. Yeah.
It's strange because, like, if I was doing anything sneaky, yeah, I do have like a lot of good friends who I know would, take a bullet for me, but they wouldn't know what to say. Like in the past, I have run into some hickey because someone did not just know what to say. And I'm like looking at you like, are you daft? Why? How is it so hard? You just simply say, look for something. I went to the toilet. Anything. It's fine. I died. I was involved in an accident. It's okay. What? It's okay. Rather than, I really don't know where she is. I mean, say anything. Anything at all. But I don't feel like, in my opinion, that there is a girl code or there is a cis code. I don't think that there's anything there, girls operate with. I feel like if you want your friend to cover up for you, if you want your friends to be your alibi, you have to tell them. All right, everything. You have to like, okay, see, this is. So when you're asked this, say this.
I have a friend like that. Whatever it is I'm doing,
you just. I feel like you establish it. I don't think that it's like how guys will say, oh, you should, a priori. Men know these things a priori. You don't have to. They don't have to tell you that. Okay, you can just call somebody and be like, so person. Yes, he is, but he's not really there because they know. While you're asking, it's just, but for women, I feel like you have to establish it. So you have to have had a prior conversation about it.
Sell you out when they ask where is she. I saw her with a particular guy. I don't know if you should call this person.
No, that person is not your friend. No, usually that person is not your friend. The one that's really close to you may most likely say,
I don't know where she is.
I don't know, but I saw her just a few minutes ago. But right now, I don't know. I'm not sure. They try to create that. Fill in the blanks yourself.
Like that. Not even filling the blanks. Like that's that's what's it called? Is it deniability? That's practical deniability.
At the end of the day,
and you not really say anything. And they are giving you a leeway to be able to create your own story. That's the best that they can do for you.
And then they call you up immediately. Yo, girl, where are you? Someone, some places call you and fill up the blank spaces.
Definitely. But I think it has to be like a conversation you have to have before it is known that this is how you behave in situations amongst women. So since we've established that, now let's talk about this.
Okay.
Now, how is this supposed to be a problem, a loyalty problem, if your friend dates an ex of yours? Is it supposed to cause a loyalty problem? Is there a loyalty issue with this? Orlando.
Is there a loyalty issue? Does it have to do with... Should it be...
Okay, so is there a loyalty problem? You're going to answer that.
Oh, okay. That was why I was asking. Does it have to do with loyalty to me? Is it something that has to do with loyalty, like dating my ex, my friend dating my ex? Is this some sort of loyalty?
Yeah, I'm asking you, does it pose a loyalty problem for
Well,
you?
it's not really a loyalty problem, but I don't know if I don't think I have a problem with it. Me, like my friend dating my ex, I don't have a problem with it. It's your choice. It's your life.
Okay, so
For me, the other way round, I can't date my friend's ex. I can't.
So you don't have a problem with your friends and your ex,
I don't
but
have
you
a
can't date your friends'
I
ex.
can't date my friend's
And why is
ex.
that for you?
See, you know, you call the person. I'm trying to this question. I'll try as much as I can to answer it in a very, you know, proper, civil and sane language. You call the person my friend. If you're really my friend, a very close friend, just like so I would say, when you sell out your friend, that person isn't your friend really. If you're really my close friend and you know my ex, you see, if you're my friend, you know my boyfriend. And my boyfriend will know you, and you guys will be together, you guys will gist together and all that. Now, if at the end of the day you turn around and maybe something happens between us and you start dating my boyfriend, I will really not have a problem with it. But if I can date my friend's ex, no, because a lot of pictures will be in my head at the same time. I'm trying to kill it out. So when I find myself in some sort of scenarios, I'll now be thinking, oh, this lady actually
Did they do
consumed
this?
something like this.
They do this?
What was it like when they were doing something like that at this point in time? Those are the pictures in my head, and then I'm going to begin to compare and contrast the same guy, the so-called boyfriend, when he was dating me, when he was dating my friend, and when he's dating me. So
Your problem is plain.
But you know that this. You know why this is weird. You know why this is weird. You think that this is like it's a relationship problem, but no, I feel like it's a gender problem because guys don't have a problem. I mean, they keep it moving. Guys don't have a problem with this. They keep it moving. Like, sweetheart, they dated my friend. I really don't care as long as you were not dating him at the same time you were dating me.
Wait, they do. I've met a guy that said even if it was just ordinary makeout and I begin to find this girl attractive, and once I hear that my friend just made out with this person, I lose interest.
Really?
Yes, I've met several people who say that. Not even just dating.
Have you met such guys, so
I've heard stories, but I haven't met anyone.
I've met someone. I know someone who will say that even if he's with you, and one way or the other, story comes to him.
So
that
before I move to Soba completely and find out, where she stands on this, you said you cannot date your friend's ex because of the pictures, the images,
Let me tell you a very real scenario now, right now. This is a true story. Happened to me. Now, back in school, I had something with this guy, my very close friend. If you're close to me, you know my friends, my very close friends, knew I had something with this guy. And then one thing happened and we went our separate ways. Trust me, my friend dated this guy for as long as how many months before I found out that she's dating this guy. I couldn't even ask her because I feel like, it's not my problem. Until after school, we grew up, we became matured, and then we started talking about it. And I'm like, see, we actually date the same guy. So I don't know how you felt about it. Then she was not like, no, she didn't understand. She didn't know I was dating him. And I said, but I was going to visit him. Say it doesn't matter, Shabba, just I like him. So some people will not see it as a problem, but me, Gospel of Orlando, I see it as a big problem. I cannot.
Okay, say because of the images. Now, is it that you never have images of the people that this individual might have been with before he met you?
You asked this question off the microphone and someone answered you and said, the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. So imagine.
To answer that question with how you just answered it, that means your friend is the devil you know, which is better than the angel you don't know.
I don't want to have the scenario of the fact that my friend was
okay, so for you it is more important to not be able to put a face.
Yes, it's better. I don't want to put a face to it. I don't even want to know the person's name. Come on, everybody is dating some people's you are someone's ex and someone ex is dating you. I'm somebody's ex and somebody's ex will date me. So that's how life is. So it's better I don't know who your ex was. To an extent that me and the person said we're even friends.
Okay. So where do you sit with this one? First things first, can you date your friend's ex?
Can I do? No, not at all.
Why not?
I just wouldn't. It would be, for me, I always look at it from the angle of since when did you start wearing this? And so when I used to do this, my mom already used to do this. So there will always be this comparison every single time I have a conversation. So no, absolutely not. I beg. too much baggage. No.
So would you have a problem with your friend dating your ex?
Yes and no. Hold on before you.
First is Lama.
Yes, thank you. Yes, because look, there is that unspoken, unwritten rule. Yeah, there is, and you should respect that. But if you go ahead too, it won't be a problem for me. Now, I will have my own written rules for you. If we are still friends anyway, yeah. Now, if no, hold on.
Well, is that enough to end a friendship? We'll come back to that, but continue.
Okay, yes, when we get there. If we're still friends, yeah, the deal will be while we are seated. See, you're going to be walking on eggshell around me. The reason is because if he calls you, I don't want to hear, oh, James just called me, oh, excuse me, I'm going to take a call, or you know all that stuff. I don't see, don't put it in my face. I don't want it.
Or then come and start looking for ideas from her.
I don't want to be in the middle of any of those. Yeah, I don't want to even hear it, because that person, for me, I'm that one person who my ex, I don't have an ex.
You're dead.
I do not have an ex in this life.
That's
because when the relationship ended, they died. And by they died,
you mourned like they died.
They ceased to exist. They never was and never will be. We left it. Why did I'm like that?
Why so harsh?
We left it wherever it was. So when I'm not going to be in a situation where you would always want to bring it up like, oh, hey, call out this, oh, this is, you know, don't do that close to me. So I might have a written rule, and you might be walking on eggshell around me. So to avoid that, let's just all stay in our lanes, darling.
Okay, so before I find out from both of you if that's enough to end the friendship, for me, this is where I'm at with this, and it's very strange. I don't care. I don't care what you do afterwards. Yeah, but you shouldn't also care what I do afterwards. I'm talking about after the end of the relationship.
Really?
No, it's the truth. I would give you the leeway to, you know, go and do whatever you want to do with whomever you want to do it with, whether it's my friend or my enemy. I don't care. But you shouldn't also care what I do. So about me dating my ex's or my friend's ex, it depends. Okay. It depends on how I feel about the person. Number one, I won't do it. I will not just do it, and it depends on how long they broke up for.
What's the longest they should have broken up, or they broke up?
I mean, I'm talking years now. I mean, you guys should not have seen yourself in at least 2 years.
Okay, wait, hold on. Your friend and the ex-boyfriend shouldn't see themselves.
Shouldn't have like, you know.
There should be no prior communication between you guys.
Not communication. When I mean seeing yourself, I mean, you know how this we break up or we don't break up thing happens.
No, you
shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that in almost 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Alright, and then we can start talking and seeing, you know, if I like you enough to date you. Then about my friend dating my ex, I don't care. You're good, like you're very good. As a matter of fact, and like, so, but if you need my expertise in dealing with him, I would lend it to you. I would give you a crash course.
No damn way.
I'll give you a crash course. I'll let you know how it goes. You know how to get him to do some things. I would teach you.
You are cold.
I'm not cold. I'm just being practical here. I'll teach you. All right. So now let's go back to this. Is this enough? Is this situation enough to end your friendship?
It's not enough to end a friendship. Just like Soba said, you'll be walking on eggshells. Like,
I mean, if I'm walking on eggshells around you, why am I friends with you?
Okay.
Excuse you.
Go question.
If I have to be careful around you, why do I want to be around?
First of all, yeah. Let me be realistic with my answer. If we were staying together, if we
move out for sure.
One person would have to leave. Honestly,
because I know why you can't visit you, man.
Yes, now. If it's my house, yeah, you move. If we are paying rent, if we are sharing the rent. No, if we are sharing the rent and then you start dating my ex, I will make up my mind, get my resources and finance ready, and I leave you, because I can't stand seeing. When I leave you, wait, hold on. When I leave you or when you leave me, it's going to be friendship from afar, and that friendship from afar would have boundary. I don't want to hear about your boyfriend. Don't tell me about your boyfriend. I don't want to know. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't feel interested in what's happening. If you guys are having some sort of argument, don't come to me like you said. You will give a crash course on how to pacify him when he's angry. No.
You had all that skills and you still broke up. Hello.
I'll teach you.
I'm not interested.
No. I mean,
so it's not
skills
enough.
does not necessarily mean compatibility. No, seriously, you can manage a person, but for how long?
So it's not enough for me to call off the friendship totally. Yeah, I'm just going to friend you from afar. That's it. That's the whole answer.
So for you, is it enough? Is it enough to end a friendship?
It's not enough, but as much as I begin to give you all that what's it called now, attitude, yeah, I'll begin to act very funny around you. My sister, you just give yourself sense and move. Yeah.
Are you serious? That means you ended the friendship because you could not tolerate.
At the end of the day, we might just grow apart, and that's fine by me. And like she painted that scenario, yeah. If we share an apartment, nobody's coming to visit you. Yeah. And I don't want to hear, oh, I just had, me and Greg just went out. I'm only here.
Greg just got me this.
No. We're not even going to be in a situation where we have that conversation because this dude used to be.
And I'm cold.
Close to me.
And I'm the one that's cold.
See, the truth is, we women pretend a lot.
We try to.
I'm not cool with it, but I'm saying it's okay. I am giving you the sister. I'm not cool with it, but it's your life. I can't decide who you would date or who you wouldn't.
She cannot.
But because I'm in this situation where I'm more or less what's it called now, the glue that holds you together or the bond that keeps you apart or whatever. Yeah, I'm in that situation. I don't want to be in that place where every time I'm spewing hate. So, Auntie, carry your relationship. Let me see the lights.
Okay, so if you had a choice, now let's look at this. If you had a choice, if your friend gave you a choice of your opinion before she started seeing your ex, what would your answer be?
I like playing the scenarios. So talk to me like you're my friend. You can't ask.
Oh Lord.
No, wait now.
So dramatic.
Yeah, I agree. So talk to me like.
I'm very stupid.
I want to answer your question now. Talk to me like you're my friend. You want to seek my opinion about dating my ex. Let's go. Action.
So I and Jeremiah were just talking the other day.
How do you rip up these names then?
And I feel like I'm feeling him right now, and we're in that way.
Your what?
I'm feeling him right now, and we're like in that place where I feel like it's okay for us to get into a relationship. I like him, he likes me. We've been talking for a while.
You're having feelings for my ex?
Yeah, so I just want to ask you if it's okay by you.
Wow. Have you guys had something? What kind of mumu question is that one? Wait. See, a lot of pictures are playing in your head right now as the ex of this guy. First picture playing in your head is, does it mean both of them, they've been having something together while I was with him? Honestly speaking, to be very sincere, and that's going to be the first question every girl will want to ask before even going down to be asking you other things.
As much as I'm angry and pissed off, I will never ask you that question.
Okay, so not every girl. Okay, let's try that scenario with me. So
I'm not done answering your question.
Okay,
I created the scenario. Now you want to try it.
Go ahead.
Okay, now let's scratch that part. now. Okay, so you're saying you want to date Jeremiah. You guys want to date. Do you realize he's my ex?
It's the reason.
Are you cool?
That's the reason I came to you in the first place.
Are you cool dating him? You're cool dating him?
I like him. That's what I just said.
Wow.
I like everything about him, and we've been talking. He's cool. So I want to ask you. It's not like I'm asking your permission, but is it okay? Are you?
So
that's how she is real life.
You are D. No, you're not A. You are D.
That's how she is real life.
For that statement, it's not like I'm asking your permission, because really, I'm not.
I mean, I don't need your permission really, but I just want to ask you: is it cool?
Like, are you okay?
Do whatever. See, I can't tell you who to date and who not to date. Yeah. Do whatever suits you. If dating Jeremiah is going to make you happy, fine.
This one I'm
not like that. I'm just gonna go into the room and cry.
So let's play the relationship.
So let's
play the situation with me. Play the situation.
Okay, great. Okay. So the other day, I was just scrolling through my phone, and then your ex. You remember your ex, right? We had a conversation. You want to know which one of them? Or shall we just continue?
No, you say which of my ex.
Apparently,
just say which of my ex.
Apparently, this is play acting, people.
So this is,
which of them?
Femi,
okay.
yeah. So
I would never date a Femi, but go ahead.
So yeah, I just want to say hello and all of that. He's been in my DM very recently, so I said, let me just call him. And we had a lengthy conversation. Femi and I talked for like 35 minutes about a lot of things, and I realized that this guy's just a cool guy, and I really, really, really like him because we've been talking in the DM and everything. So I was just wondering, Omoye, is it gonna be fine by you if tomorrow we become an item?
I can say
Like, yeah, I'm not already an item.
Well, we've been talking. It's been a beautiful conversation, and I want us to move to something serious, something personal, something private.
I don't have a problem, but let me tell you, that we're not guessing so. Seriously, you know why it played out for me, because it has actually played out in real life. Someone comes to me and is like, oh yeah, I'm like, it's cool, but really, that might not really get sense. So you behave one kind sometimes. So are you sure you can deal with that?
Well,
that's that's Omoye real life.
The one kind he behaves to you might not be the same attitude he will give to me.
It's okay to cast your net, my sister.
Or maybe the one kind he behaves to you is actually what Soba likes.
Just go get you some. That would be my reaction. Either ways, and that's what I would expect from my friend. If I ever walk up to somebody and say, okay, listen, my friend, and like, okay, listen, me and this ex of yours have been talking for a while, and I want to date him, or he's been asking me to date him, or we've been going out for a while, and I think we want to, form a relationship and something. I would expect you to be like, oh really? Cool, no, but say that boy gets some kind of bad character. I would expect you to still be my friend regardless.
No. At that point where I'm falling in love with this person, it really doesn't matter what you say to me. Whether he has sense or he doesn't have sense, it really doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't matter, but I would still want you to be my friend.
No, of course. At that point where you're telling me all of that, I would look at you like this person is trying to discourage me. Well, anyway, I have told you, and that's fine. Him not having sense is not your problem. Let it be my cross to bear. Thank you. We move.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to affect our friendship.
It will. I will feel heartbroken, honestly.
Okay, now maybe you will feel. Do you think that you will feel heartbroken because of the time frame, like the time frame between your breaking up with this person and your friend planning to date this person? Is that something that you would consider in your feelings?
That's another factor, yeah. If the time frame is short, let's say I broke up with this guy like 6 months ago, and then my friend is coming out to tell me they want to start having something. It will pain me because you're topping the heartbreak as a friend. Honestly, you are. But if it's like if it's like 1 year or 2 years, just like you say, time frame matters to you too. If it's a long one, fine. Like I said, I will move out or you move out, because I don't want memories coming back, and I'll begin. Maybe he will do, when he comes to visit, he does something around me, and I'll be.
There's a particular habit that you like, and then he still has it, and then you're like, oh my goodness.
I miss it. So.
Okay, so talking about habits and all that, I remember a friend of mine dated an ex of mine, and they are still dating.
You don't have friends.
And they're still dating. And they're still two. And they're still dating. And the thing is, for me, it's just normal. It's like a clique of friends. This is how I choose to see it. They met each other through me. That's how I choose to see it. So if I'm talking to her, for instance, and he's somewhere in the frame, maybe it's a video call, somewhere in the frame, but you carry a big head, and who's talking to you? Like, it's for me, I feel like it's a friendship thing that is going on now. Wow. And I would not even have a problem if they end up together for the rest of their life.
Okay, see, it's beautiful when it's a friendship thing. It's beautiful when it's just a relationship. Yeah, it's fine until it metamorphoses into marriage. Now they are married. Yeah, try that. Carry that your big head come out and see what your friend will say to you.
Don't talk to my husband like
that. Don't talk to my. I don't care if people were friends before I met or not. Don't try it.
No, but when you ever get to that, if you ever get to that point where the line is drawn,
no, excuse me, are you going to wait until the line is drawn? At the point where they begin to date, or no, let's leave dating. At the point where they decided we're getting married, sister, the line has been drawn already.
I will go body. You said you people will go body. Everybody will go. We'll find our ways.
Walk away from that friendship.
Yeah, we'll find our ways.
That's it.
I mean, naturally, there's this idea of when a woman gets married, there's this societal idea that is pinned in a woman. When you're married, there's something you share. You shared your single friends to some extent. You move away from them because right now they don't have anything to tell you as far as lack of experience and all that.
A long conversation about that one much later. But do you also realize that after painting this scenario, the friendship died? Do you realize that it naturally died? At the end of the day, we are not going to be friends. Like that relationship, you dating my ex ended the friendship. So in the long run, we decided we got married. Guess what? The friendship ended. Don't worry, you are no longer my friend because it's my husband now. And if I create an avenue where we are all going to be friends, you will constantly disrespect my husband. I wouldn't want that, so I severed the relationship. That's it.
So in the end, the point is, in the end, it ends.
It ends. So that relationship ends it.
If I want to be, if you, like you said, you don't have a problem with it. If I don't want to, like Soba would always be very real and go with her own voice. She will give some attitude that even you use your tongue to count your teeth and you go away. Me, I'm not that, raw and, out there. How do they say it? I forgot. There's this word, is people who blunt hair, being blunt. I'll just carry my kaya and leave you. I refrain you from afar. Hey babes, mind you, I will never just stay one time and hit you up and chat to you. Hey, what's up? Hey babe, Alpha Orlando, hope you're fine. I'm fine, no. How you doing? I'm okay, oh. No wahala now. Can you come around my birthday? No, I have a show that I'm supposed to host on that day. I can't come. Nothing is bringing me close to you. Nothing. Stay your own, I stay my own.
Okay. Alright then, so this is the conversation today. Do you think it is worth your while to date your friend's ex, or would you have a problem with your friend dating your ex? And do you think that should be the end of the relationship? It's a 3-1 question. Do you think that should be the end of your relationship the moment your friend starts to date your ex? Should that be the end of your friendship? For me, I don't think so. Orlando thinks that's for sure. It's about things. It will end regardless of how long you guys try to, keep it going. It will end. But me, I don't think so. I think that, maturity has a lot to do here.
Which maturity?
Moving on and healing has a lot to do here.
When people talk about maturity, I think is it objective now, be relative? What's the English now? See,
yeah, it's relative.
What you call maturity might not be what I would call maturity. To me, my own maturity is respecting myself and staying away from that relationship. That's how matured I want to be.
Okay.
And not be involved. Because if you want to say maturity is understanding, and I get myself involved in your relationship, one day I will tell you something that you've never heard from that guy, and it might break the relationship. And then they'll say I always wanted the relationship to break. Maybe there's a secret of his that he never told you that I know, and then one day I'll just jabber and I'll just say while we're just chilling together, I remember that day that you did something like that, and you, the girl, that they say, what, you didn't tell me. And then before you know, relationship is broken, and then the person will come back and say, I did it purposely to break the relationship. So maturity is understanding the fact that, look, this is the end of some kind of closeness with these people, so cut it off and just stay your own lane. That's maturity for me. Maturity is not.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Can you be friends with your ex? Is it healthy?
Let me not lie, because they've caught me several times.
No, it's okay.
They've caught me several times and they're like, why did you still talk to your ex? Why did you? So I can be friends depending on how I left the person. Depending on how I left the person.
So I feel like I should not even ask you this question because I already know the answer to this question. You die. Like it's like I mourned you. You died, buried you, and scattered your ashes in the ocean.
Yeah.
And now parts of you are in different parts of the country, in the world rather. But anyways, guys, let's go to the music. When we come back, we'll open the phone lines to answer the 3 questions. Would you have a problem with your friend dating your ex? Would you date your friend's ex? And do you think that your friend dating your ex is the end or should be the end of your friendship? That's what the conversation is centered around today. It is still She Tribe on KU 92.7 FM. Do not go anywhere. I'll be back. This is Brandy and Monica. The boy is mine.
The boy is mine. The boy is mine. The boy is mine. The boy is mine. The boy is mine.
Strickland, I know his name. I just wanna let you know that he's mine. No, he's mine. You need to give it up. Has got enough. It's not hard to see. Oh, it's mine. I'm sorry that you seem to be confused. He belongs to me. Fingers tied without this string, sitting tall face to face. There is no way you could mistake. And for your man, you insane. See, I know that you may be just a bit jealous of me, but you're blind if you can't see that his love is holding me. See, I tried to hesitate, I didn't wanna say what he told me. You said without me you couldn't make it through the day that I shame. Maybe you misunderstood, 'cause I can't see how we could wanna chase something that's so good. All my love was all it took. You need to give it up. Has got enough. It's so hard to see. Boy, it's mine. I'm sorry that you seem to be confused. He belongs to me. Once you do the things you do, he won't act like a fool. You need to know it's me, not you. And if you didn't know it, girl, it's true. The thing that you should realize, try to understand why he is a part of my life. I know it's killing you inside. You can say what you wanna say, what we have you can't take. From the truth you can't escape. I can tell the real from the fake. When will you get the picture? You're the best in the future. Get away is my time to shine. If you didn't know, the boy is mine.
KUFM.
Don't you touch that dial.
Sugar, don't touch that dial.
KUFM 92.7.
Good morning.
From kiddies movies
You missed me.
to comedy
It doesn't have to be a toy to be fun.
and action. Enjoy special midweek movie experience at Carter Cinemas every Wednesday for half price only.
They can't just disappear.
With the Wednesday half price, you could have great fun with family and friends ahead of an exciting weekend. Please note that COVID-19 protocols are strictly enforced. For more information on the Wednesday offer, please call 0805-501-0626 or visit any of our social media platforms. Terms and conditions apply. Carter Plaza Cinema and Entertainment Center. Premium entertainment for everyone.
92.7 KUFM.
92.7 KUFM News.
We are live from Benin City to the world.
This is 92.7 KUFM News Around the World.
It is 1 p.m. Good afternoon and welcome to KUFM's News Around the World. First, the headlines. Detained Aung San Suu Kyi faces charges after Myanmar coup. mass detentions after Putin critic Navalny jailed in Russia, and Jeff Bezos to step down as Amazon chief executive. Details of these and more in a moment. I am Omoye Obede. Police in Myanmar have filed several charges against the elected civilian leader Aung San Suu Kyi following Monday's military coup. Police documents show she has been remanded in custody until 15th of February. The charges include breaching import and export laws and possession of unlawful communication devices. Her whereabouts are still unclear, but it has been reported that she is being held at her residence in the capital, Naypyidaw. Deposed President Win Myint, who is believed to be in jail, has also been charged. The documents show in his case with violating rules banning gatherings during the COVID pandemic. Neither the president nor Suu Kyi have been heard from since the military seized power in the early hours of 1st of February. The coup, led by Armed Forces Chief Min Aung Hlaing, has seen the installation of an 11-member junta which is ruling under a year-long state of emergency. The military sought to justify its action by alleging fraud in last November's election, which Suu Kyi's National League for Democracy won decisively. Meanwhile, China has blocked the United Nations Security Council statement condemning the military coup in Myanmar. Doctors and medical staff in dozens of hospitals across the country are stopping work in protest against the coup and to push for Suu Kyi's release. The United Nations Security Council met on Tuesday but failed to agree on a joint statement after China did not support it. China has the power to veto as one of 5 permanent members of the council. Ahead of the talks, the UN Special Envoy, Christine Skorina, strongly condemned the military takeover, which came after the army refused to accept the outcome of general elections held in November. She said it was clear that the recent outcome of the election was a landslide victory for Suu Kyi's party. In further criticism, the group of 7 major economic powers said it was deeply concerned and called for the return of democracy. And U.S. President Joe Biden has signed 3 executive actions seeking to reunite migrant families split up by Trump-era policy and ordering a review of his predecessor's wider immigration agenda. In an attempt to deter illegal immigration, President Donald Trump's administration separated undocumented adults from children as they crossed the U.S.-Mexico border. Biden's orders will set up a task force to try to reunite the estimated 600 to 700 children who are still apart from their families. The Trump administration split up at least 5,500 children from adults along the border between 2017 to 2018. One of Biden's orders will set up an interagency task force led by newly confirmed Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas to oversee family reunifications. Biden's second and third orders, signed on Tuesday, order a review of Trump's immigration policies that curtailed asylum, slowed legal immigration into U.S. and cancelled funding for foreign countries. Speaking at the White House, Biden said his administration is going to work to undo the moral and national shame of the previous administration that ripped children from the arms of their families, their mothers and fathers at the border with no plan, none whatsoever, to reunify the children who are still in custody and their parents. Biden has also proposed legislation to grant legal status and a path to citizenship to all of the estimated 11 million undocumented people in the U.S. And nearly 1,400 people were detained in Russia during Tuesday's protest in support of jailed opposition leader Alexei Navalny, rights monitors say. In Moscow, riot police were filmed beating demonstrators with batons. Navalny, 44, was earlier jailed for 3.5 years for violating the conditions of a suspended sentence. He says the case was fabricated. He returned to Russia in January after being treated in Germany for a near-fatal nerve agent attack last August. Navalny says Russian President Vladimir Putin ordered the attack, with the Novichok agent describing him as a poisoner. The Kremlin, however, denies the allegation. The EU, the US, and the UK have all condemned Tuesday's court verdict, demanding the opposition leader be immediately released. And Amazon founder Jeff Bezos is to step down as chief executive of the e-commerce giant that he started in his garage nearly 30 years ago. He will become executive chairman, a move he said would give him time and energy to focus on other ventures. Bezos, who is the world's richest man, will be replaced by Andy Jassy, who currently leads Amazon's cloud computing business. The company said this change will take place in the second half of 2021. Bezos, 57, has led Amazon since it starts as an online bookshop in 1994. The firm now employs 1.3 million people globally and has its hands in everything from package delivery and streaming video to cloud services and advertising. According to Forbes' list of billionaires, he amassed a fortune of $196.2 billion, making him the world's richest man, although Elon Musk knocked him off the top spot several times this year before falling back again. Amazon saw its already explosive growth skyrocket last year as the pandemic prompted a surge in online shopping. A United States of America pop star Rihanna's tweets, drawing global attention to the 3-month-old protest by farmers in India, has earned a sharp rebuke from the Indian government. India's External Affairs Ministry described the tweet and the reactions to it triggered as irresponsible. It accused foreign individuals and celebrities of sensationalism. The pop superstar's tweets to her 101 million followers sent her name to the top of social media trends in India. Hours after the singer's tweet, teenage climate activist Greta Thunberg and U.S. Vice President's niece, Mena Harris, also tweeted support for the farmers. Farmers have been protesting in Delhi borders against new farm laws. And that's KFM's news around the world, but before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. Detained Aung San Suu Kyi faces charges after Myanmar coup. Mass detentions after Putin critic Navalny jailed in Russia. Jeff Bezos to step down as Amazon chief executive. Do remember that the continued unity of Nigeria is a collective responsibility. Be sure to play your part. Do not forget you can listen to us anywhere in the world by visiting our website at www.kufm.net or download our mobile app from the Google Play Store. We are also on YouTube at KFM Nigeria, and you can also listen to us on RadioGuardian.com. KFM's News Around the World was produced by Lebedum Asagwaram. I am Amaya Ogbede, and thanks for listening. Good afternoon.
KUFM. All the programs on KU 92.7 are now open for sponsorship and advert placements. For sponsorship and advert placements, call now
For inquiries, 070-380-50243 or 080-8877-3644 or visit KUFM Marketing Office located at the top floor of the Enterprise Foundation Building, number 62, Ihama Road, Benin City, Edo State. 92.7 KUFM is your business growth partner. In the ever-revolving world of news, one story becomes extinct the moment another major story breaks.
Market women don't know whether they be anything.
But with KUFM's extra voices, the story never dies. It just takes on a new life.
Market meho.
There is no water in the house. The toilet is not good.
We don't have any fashion in APC.
We bring you new angles and fresh perspectives to every story, no matter how old or remote.
There are a lot of educated people that are involved in politics nowadays.
We go a little beyond the surface to get you those extra details ignored in the rush for the news.
Now bridge, now we take the entire now.
So, don't die for inside.
We go beyond the lines to bring extra voices, not just for those making the stories,
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
but for those affected by the stories.
I've lost one bag of rice.